Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Supervisor Aaron Peskin.
Good evening, worthy people. Good evening, loving people. Good evening, generous people. Good evening, San Francisco people. I want to first thank Shanti for the many decades of compassionate care that its staff and volunteers have offered to thousands of vulnerable, deserving San Franciscans. And I want to thank my dear friend, Gerry Crowley, for asking me to partake in this very special night for her and to present her with Shanti's 2017 Margot Murphy Inspiration Award. This award was created to recognize a woman who truly serves as an inspiration for all of us, both by her tremendous courage in the face of cancer, which she continues to beat against all odds, as well as her service and contributions to the community. During Gerry's 6 decades in San Francisco, and she came here before that, or she came from somewhere else before that, she has embodied the true power of what one person can accomplish San Francisco style. In fact, when she was serving as a board member of the Telegraph Hill Dwellers Neighborhood Association about 20 years ago, she was the one who cajoled me into running for office for my first supervisorial campaign, which I still hold against her. As some of you may know, Hillary Ronen and Mark Leno, running for election is, how should I say it, kind of a pain in the butt. But with Gerry picking me up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and here's the secret if you ever want to run for District 3 supervisor in this corner of the city, taking me to the top of the cable car line, picking me up at the bottom of the cable car line, and taking me back to the top, it was in large part thanks to her sheer will, tenacity, and love that I won my first race. Gerry has gone on to hold many influential leadership roles in our city, serving as an elected member of the Democratic County Central Committee, on the board of the Harvey Milk LGBT Democratic Club, the National Women's Political Caucus, and many other organizations. But tonight is not about only Gerry's accomplishments in our community. It is also about Gerry's unwavering hope, her passion, humility, and her love of living, qualities that are recognized by this evening's award. Gerry was first diagnosed with breast cancer 11 years ago. After successfully completing chemotherapy and undergoing a lymphadenectomy, she became a client of Shanti through its Cancer Health and Wellness program in 2012. Unfortunately, 2 years later in 2014, her cancer metastasized to her liver, spine, and hip. You would never know it today. Aided by Shanti's support services, Gerry underwent radiation therapy, which caused severe conditions, none of which I can pronounce. But despite those challenges, Gerry has lived quite large for over 3 more years, now with stage 4 cancer. I want to thank 2 of the beloved Shanti volunteers who have been with her, particularly Kevin. Kevin, you have been a godsend, and Gerry, I do not have words enough to thank you and to thank Shanti. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in presenting this year's Margot Murphy Inspiration Award to the unbelievable, amazing, inspirational Geraldine Mary Crowley. And Kevin and Gerry, Kevin, come on up.
I've been breaking rules for 4 years, no, since I was 4. And I wanted to have my volunteers here so you could see the people who have made such a difference in my life. Where are you guys? Okay. Not a Shanti volunteer is someone I just insisted on having here with me. Amy Campasso is my volunteer physical therapist. If you could see both legs right now, they are wrapped and wrapped and wrapped. Even individual toes are wrapped by Amy twice a week. We met when I was in hospital in 2014, and she just took it upon herself to volunteer. Ever since then, 2 days a week. I find it remarkable. We have obviously become very close to one another, and she has trained Kevin and Gerry as well in what she does. So I always have love on my side. Kevin is my newest volunteer. He's been with me since Valentine's Day 2 years ago. He's actually been with me 2.5 years. He comes 7 days a week to treat my legs and my head. He is a writer. He's an editor. He's been on the New York Times best-selling list. And every day between 9 and 10, he comes to my house. And how about that? Wouldn't you all like that kind of care? And then Gerry Francone, come over, pal. He hates this. I'm embarrassing him. He's been with me for 3.5 years and came to me when I was in the hospital, and when Shanti said they thought a match volunteer for me. He called me in the hospital to see if it was okay if he came to meet me. He came to meet me, and I thought, whoa, he's a keeper. And as I've said to Lily, my caregiver, or I should say my navigator, when Gerry came into my life changed. And I have to say that about Kevin. I have to say that about Amy. They've made such a difference. I could tell you lots of good stories. We have a lot of camaraderie. I think we all care very much for each other. And I would say that when I've met other clients, I have found that the big need is for people who are isolated and don't have family, don't have friends. I'm fortunate to have all of the above. But anyway, I hope you will appreciate them and the Shanti program and the people who love the Shanti program who are involved with it. So anyway, it's been my pleasure to deal with Shanti. I hope I can continue with them for another umpteen years. They certainly make my cancer and all the other diagnoses seem light by comparison to other people. So thank you, Shanti. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Gerry. And thank you all for being here and honoring me. I'm proud.
Yeah, baby.